What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Just Swingin podcast with Symone. Today, I have class of 2022 shortstop for the Jackson State University Tigers, Eyon Everrett. Eyon, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, Eyon, you're on campus now. You got a while. You got a couple months till the season starts. What's your first impression of the campus and just being in that college baseball environment now?
Well, first of all, I will say that I actually like it a lot. I like being away from home, kind of be able to live out, be myself, live out on my own. And then I really like the diversity. A lot of dudes come play ball down here, coming from Panama, we got a dude from Nebraska, whole lot of stuff. So it's just a lot of diversity, different cultures. People here are nice. Feels good to be around people of your same skin complexion, same race. Y'all can mix and match, read each other's minds, however you want to call it. So I'm pretty much enjoying it down here.
So it's football season. I know everything coming out of Jackson State right now is about the football team. Do you watch football, and what's your impression of the Tigers right now?
Yeah, I've been watching a couple of the games. I'm not gonna lie, they did FAMU real bad. Made a lot of money. I'll tell my coach though. But yeah, I think Deion's putting all the guys in a good situation to be at their best. And as you see, is really showing up on the field. So it's always good to watch, tune in, see what they got going on and all that stuff.
So you pulling up to a game? I think y'all play Grambling maybe next week.
Home? Yeah, we play Grambling next week. So when I get out of practice, I definitely have to go to that.
I really want to go to a game at Jackson. I'm trying to make that trip, though. It's a little trip.
No, it's not even a trip. You got to come down homecoming, though.
It is. How far is that from Atlanta? Like 4 hours?
Like 6.
Exactly. That's a trip. You know what I'm saying?
The experience is worth it. It's worth the trip. So, I mean,
We'll see. So we're going to talk about your baseball journey. So you're at Jackson now playing D1 baseball, but when did you start? When were you first interested in playing baseball?
It came around when I was 8 years old. I was like everybody else when they were a kid, just doing kiddish stuff, just like being outside, like being in an environment. And I just was walking through the park, seeing some dudes playing baseball, and I was like, found a lot of interest in it, wanted to try it out, and ended up trying it out. And I mean, here we are today. Everything works out for a reason.
So was that the only sport you were playing, or did you play other sports?
No, I played a little basketball, but it just wasn't really something that I was really into. So I just stuck with baseball.
So were you automatically good at baseball, like when you started playing, or did you have to kind of like grow into it?
No, I had to grow into it. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of bad at it when I first started. I really was. I was kind of bad at it. But I mean, I just got with the right people, got with some really good coaches that was for me. And I mean, they just brought what baseball was supposed to bring to the youth, just made it fun again. Because at the end of the day, it's just a kid's game.
So who were some players that you were watching growing up that made you want to like continue playing baseball?
I think to start off with was Anderson Simmons for the Braves back when Chipper and all those guys were still around playing. And it was just like, he was just so young, but he was also like really in a fulfilling role, being their everyday shortstop, making a lot of defensive plays. And that's what I kind of modeled my game after. So that was one of the guys. And then another guy would probably be a younger Manny Machado, about when he first started off with the Orioles. Because about the same thing with Anderson Simmons, I just like the glove. He was flashing the glove almost every game. So, I mean, it's just something that I was into, and it made me more interested. And, it just made me want to be a complete infielder.
So you were playing multiple positions in high school. When did you start seeing yourself pan out at shortstop?
Honestly, when I really got with Julius, my infield guy, really good dude, love him like his family, and I'm sure it's vice versa on his side. But he really just broke down what it meant to be a shortstop, and I just felt like it fit my personality and it fit my character trait when it came to baseball, because shortstops, they're always in charge, second hand behind the catcher, because the catcher can see all of the field, but shortstop's right there. And most important players in baseball all play up the middle: catcher, shortstop, center field. So I mean, I just wanted to be that guy.
You want to be in the mix of everything.
Yeah.
So when did you start taking it serious to where you started considering making it a long-term option for you playing baseball?
I would say around 13, 14, because that's when I got my first bit of taste of dudes. Like you see dudes rank, all that stuff, committing early, whole lot. And I just wanted to be that guy. I just wanted to figure it out, however, wherever my trail ended, just make something good out of it.
So do y'all, like, when it comes to rankings, how much attention do you pay to like rankings and stuff?
Me personally, I've always been the underdog, so I don't really pay too much attention on it because rankings is just a number. You got to step out in the field and you got to show me who you are for real. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we all put our pants on the same way, and you another man just like I am. So, I mean.
I like somebody old uncle.
Yeah, man.
That's an old phrase. We all tie our shoes the same. We all put our pants on the same. Oh, we. So when it comes to, okay, you said the rankings. Oh, the commitments and offers. Like when it comes to that, like, do you feel like? Because I saw something like it was a while ago. I saw it, and sometimes people will like tell players don't post your commitments, and then sometimes people tell players post your commitments. So what do you think about that?
I mean,
don't post your offers, my bad. Like they'll be like, players shouldn't be posting their offers, and then some people be like, yeah, they should post their offers.
I mean, well, in baseball, it's not really too common for guys to post their offers, but I mean, however you got to do to end up in a situation that you want to be in is really ultimately up to you, because at that point, you're making your own decisions for where you want to take your talents to. So, I mean, it doesn't really happen much in baseball, but you'll see it across like basketball, football, and a lot of stuff. But I mean, that's just how they run their stuff. Me personally, whenever it happens, it just happens. It's not really something that you have to show off. You have to start working.
Why is that different with baseball and other sports? Because yeah, you're right. It's always basketball and like football players that post, but you never see baseball players posting their offers.
That's actually a really good question. Me personally, I would say really because it's not about showing up coaches in a sense, because it's like you want everybody to know that your head's down, you focus, you locked in. Shout out KJ, of course. And yeah, just like you don't want to be out showboating, because as soon as the quicker they can give it to you, the quicker they can take it away. So it's never just about showboating. It's just about keeping your head down and getting your business done.
I can see that. So did you ever feel like, because you committed as when you were going into your senior year, you know, some guys would commit as a freshman, sophomore, junior. Did you ever feel like any rush?
No, actually, no, I didn't. Because I mean, everybody's path is different. Dad, coaches, teammates, friends, they all tell me, you all in it for the same thing. Everybody just got to get it in their own time.
But like, no, I understand that. But sometimes I'll talk to people and they'll be like, you know, they felt like, you know, everybody else around them is posting and committing. So they might commit like as a sophomore versus committing wait until their junior or senior year, like to wait until something like, you know, give it more time to think. So that's why I was asking, not from like a comparing, but more so like I need to be have committed next to my name.
When you put it in that perspective, at that point, it's just about, what's the word? I wouldn't want to say clout or anything like that, but it's just about who you know, because most of the dudes that you see committing early end up decoing, leading on to better things. So really, early commitments is just what you feel at the moment. Everybody's young. Everybody's going to make mistakes. Not even necessarily saying that it's a mistake, but ultimately, it always ends up being a good thing, because whether you decode, whether you go, everything always seems to pan out for everyone.
So what was your overall recruitment process like? Was it like easier than you thought it would be? Was it more challenging than you thought it might go?
I would say it was more challenging. A lot of offers, any of that stuff didn't really come until my senior fall. So it was just a really long process. But I mean, like I said before, when it's your time to shine. So I mean, hey.
So how did you narrow down to Jackson State?
Um, First of all, it would definitely have to be getting away from home. Just experience what it's like to be on your own and all that stuff, doing what you love to do. And then again, I like Jackson because of the people, the diversity. A lot of people that's just like me on the same mission, trying to get it however they can get it. So it's just a lot that went into it. We have nice facilities, nice teachers. The food's good too.
Nice dorms, obviously.
Yeah, nice dorm. They got they got me living luxury, man. So I mean, it all worked out.
So you in the class of 2022 high school class, one of the best high school classes in a while. What was it like growing up, going against those guys every summer, every high school season?
Really, it just made you want to work harder because you see all these guys, and man, it was some big jokers, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just, everybody was good, so it just made you want to work harder. And one really no bad or no fault in the 2022 class. So I mean, when we getting recognition like that, like being compared to the 2011 draft class, a lot of dudes, Javier Baez, Francisco Lindor, that's a big thing for 2022s coming into college. So I mean, just makes you want to work.
So what's it about Redan that, because y'all, at least this last season, y'all were loaded with commitments. Like sometimes it'll be a team, it'll be like 2 good guys, 3 good guys, most of the time 1 good guy, but y'all loaded. What is it about Redan? And is it Redan or Redan?
It's Redan.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I know you went there, but it's just so heavy on the Dan. Like I've never heard anything pronounced like that.
Everybody says it in however way they need to.
Does anybody say Redan?
Everybody says Redan, or most of the people that I talk to say Redan, but I mean, everybody has their own.
I'm just a little lazy because I'm just a lazy talker. I've been like Redan and they'll be like, it's Redan. And I'm like, I'm just lazy. It's just a lot to hit that Dan.
Yeah, I feel you. But nah, honestly, with Redan, it just goes back to the culture and everything that's done came out of Redan. You got Schmitty, you got Kevo that just got drafted. Redan just been breeding a lot of dogs to come out of there the past couple of years. Even still, COVID year, we had dudes like Ye, Corbin Shaw, Brandon Lawrence, just a lot of guys. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be around a lot of dudes that's going to push you to be better? Hence the reason why I made it as far as I done made it.
So now you're at Jackson State. What part of your game do they want you focused on? What part of your game are you specifically focused on working on before the season starts?
Honestly, just working on getting faster and just being more consistent in the box, because I know college baseball is all about consistency and just being best at what you're good at. So just taking everything one day at a step, one day at a time. And
so
seeing
what's it going to take for Jackson State to bounce back essentially, because y'all done had the best season last season. Y'all got some really good players and y'all been really good historically. So what's it going to take to bounce back this year?
we really just got to gel together and work as a team. And I'm pretty sure we got that down now. All the guys, good guys coming out, a lot of real good prospects coming out of Jackson as well. So it's all about just putting into a team effort and working together with each other. Because at the end of the day, it's a business, but it's also a kid's game. Gotta have fun playing it.
So what are you excited about for your freshman season and just playing in the SWAC overall? What are you looking forward to? Is there any particular team, any like former player that you're excited to face again, meet again?
I got a couple. A lot of my guys are spread around the SWAC, so it's just gonna be fun matching up against them, seeing who competing for bragging rights, whole nine. I'm just excited for it, ready to get a show on the road and come out with a SWAC championship.
All right. And again, like I said, the football team really setting the tone for y'all tight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, they probably gonna be competing for SWAC championships. So that'll be real 5 football and baseball team. Nobody will tell y'all nothing.
Yeah, got to. That's the goal.
So lastly, what do you love about the game, right? You said it's a kid's game. What do you love about the game, and what about the game do you want to see change?
What I love about the game now,
Mm-hmm.
I would say the amount of young stars that's in the big leagues right now. I really would. I really would like to say that because a lot of these young guys coming up, being called up, getting their number called, and then going out there and performing. Like you got my boy Mike for the Atlanta Braves.
Money,
Mike,
Mike.
Mike came up and just went crazy. He's just doing his thing. Already involved Vaughn Grissom, another dude for the Braves, went up and just started competing like he had been there. So I mean, it's just good to see, especially my guys. It's really good to see them in those big league uniforms performing, just out there having fun, just taking it day by day. And it's almost postseason time, so I know Braves trying to go back to back. I ain't even a Braves fan, but I'm a root for Mike.
Who are you fan of? First of all, you from Georgia. Now you in Mississippi, where the Rome Braves are. Okay. How are you not a Braves fan?
I'm just not. I mean, none of my parents, not really any of my teammates aren't even really Braves fans. I'm a Dodgers fan. My grandfather was a Dodgers fan, so I always got to keep it. Always got to keep it.
Really? Are you serious?
All I know is that we win a World Series. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody.
Any other team you could have been a fan of? Really, the Dodgers? Seriously?
Why I can't be a Dodgers fan? What's wrong with being a Dodgers fan?
That's like, for me, top 3 worst fan base, like team I don't like.
Nah.
I love Mookie Betts. It's funny because I love Mookie.
No, you don't love Mookie Betts. You can't
love
Mookie.
I wish Mookie would play on any other team. And so I love Mookie Betts. And I like Trey Turner because he went to NC State. I just wish they wouldn't be a Dodger.
I don't understand what's wrong with being a Dodger. We took somebody like Joey Gallo that was in the $150. He grew his beard back and he just started going crazy.
It's just one of them fan bases, it's like one of the big fan bases. They got a lot of fans everywhere. They always trying to talk their G and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that is true, but I mean, we're not as bad as the Yankees are, so.
Nah. Definitely not.
All right. We actually gonna make it to the championship run in the playoffs. But
we're gonna see. So that's what you love. The young guys getting opportunities, getting a name called, grinding. What do you want to see change?
Honestly, I just want to see more of us. And when I say us, I want to see more of the black community chasing their dreams and ended up in the big leagues. Because as you know, as pretty much everybody knows, and nobody's really blind to it, there's not a lot of us in the big leagues. So the fact that there's more coming, more guys, more superstars coming with the same skin tone that I have, that's a good feeling to know that we can still make something out of nothing. So
no, I agree with that. But do you think it's like, because, well, your guy, Deion, I was listening to Deion on he was on Desi Banks' podcast. And because, Deion used to play baseball and Desi used to play. But Desi was asking Deion, like, why isn't there more black people playing baseball? And Deion, he gave a couple of reasons, but he said one of the reasons is just like on the youth level, it's not that much hype around baseball. So guys don't want to participate versus, football, you got the whole kit and caboodle, the band out there, cheerleaders, basketball, same thing. It's not the same hype around it on the youth level. So guys would rather play football or basketball. Do you think that's part of it, or?
I really think it is part of it. But at the same time, it's up to us to get kids more interested. Like when I bring it back to the young stars, they're just making the game fun again.
Okay. I can definitely see that. But he gave some other reasons, but that was definitely one reason that he gave, and that was something that was interesting to me. You know what I mean? Maybe if they, y'all had some cheerleaders or little pep rally. Do y'all have pep rallies for baseball?
You talking about at school now?
Like in high school, you know how you have a pep rally for?
Yeah, we did before we went to state.
Oh, okay. Well, Eyon, I appreciate the time and conversation on this NFL Sunday.
How about them Falcons, man?
And so you a Falcons fan, but you're not a Braves fan? Are you serious?
I'm just saying, how about them Falcons? I say it to every Falcons fan.
I'm not a Falcons fan.
Man, I didn't say you was. I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
There's so many Falcon fans walking around campus.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know Falcons had that reach.
They do.
What?
Because
I'm from North Carolina. I've never met a Falcons fan until I moved to Atlanta. I've never seen a Falcons fan in real life until I moved to Atlanta. Like,
oh, they run deep down here.
So you a Rams fan?
I don't even watch in the NFL for real. I'm just more into college football.
Okay. Well, Eyon, again, appreciate the time. I'm gonna let you go, get back to practice, put in that work, whatever you're doing.
Thank you for having me. It was good to see you again, too.
Of course, guys. I'm Symone. He's Eyon Everrett. Thank you guys so much for joining us.